Guys, what's up? Hope everybody's having a good weekend. I know it's kind of winded down, which kind of sucks, I guess, but you know, it is what it is, right? All right, guys. Yeah, obviously you can judge by my thumbnail. I already showed you guys this CME, the first one, but there were more of them. So we're going to get into that here in just a second and what that's going to mean for us here in a few days. But can everybody give me a 5x5 in there? Somebody tell me I'm okay with audio and all that. Let's check my OBS. I think I am, but okay, cool. Let me say hi to everybody just real quick, and then we'll get into it. Dennis, E-Rock, Dennis is first. You get the cookie for today. Yeah, 420. Yeah, for sure. 419, got a minute, right? E-Rock, Arizona, Dennis, George, Michael, Angelo, Boogie down in the Bronx, baby. Hold it down for me on the East Coast. May, Muse, Dale James, Darren, what's up? Darcy, Penny, Lori, Linda, good to see you. Ellen. Here you go, Linda. Welcome to the family there. How about that? You got yourself a wrench. Ellen, Bobby, Chewy, as above, so below. Brian, Arizona. What's up, Jill? Good to see you. You guys warming up down there in Texas yet? Robert, G513, Angelo, and Heather. Bob, what's up, Bob? Kim Possible, good to see you. Who did I miss there? Hey, Siggy, what's up, bud? I missed somebody there. Sorry about that. Mark, what's up? Oh, goodness, I missed somebody there. Coronal. I was going to say somebody's name. Ellen. Hey, what's up? Okay, anyway, guys, we're going to get into it here. Hey, Hilly, what's up? Yeah. Muse, what's up? Okay, was in the mid-70s today. Wow. That is huge. Hey, Holly, what's that? Man. Who are we timing out already? My gosh. People in here are already getting crazy. The point of this stuff is solar weather happens every day again. The point of this, seriously, folks, watch something more fun, huh? You don't have to watch. It's cool. We're good. We're good, man. You can't bring us down. We're on the positivity train, brother. Keep throwing that negativity out there. Guess what happens? Eventually that circles back and it'll smack you right in the face. And we ain't got to worry about it because it takes care of itself. How about that? Anyway, so yeah. We got Schumann resonance right here. Remember yesterday I was showing you guys how everything kind of turned fuzzy on this thing. It could be local weather causing that. I'm not really sure, but we'll see. Also, there is a little bit of an uptick here. You can see a little bit more of intensification. If you're feeling a little off today, I guess that could be it. Ringing in your ears a little bit, maybe. But it's not really all that active. So, that's right, Sage Pup. That's what we do here, right? We stay positive. At least we do our best to do so. Every once in a while, we kind of fail at it. You guys have seen me fail at that before. So, but that's normal. It is what it is. So, we will just keep moving. Now, again, guys, not really a whole lot of stuff going on with this right now. We had a big spike a couple days ago, but that was about it. So, okay, I'm sure all you guys want to see this. This is what we're here for, probably. Everybody, you know, I did my video last night, and I showed you guys this already. It's just the CME tracker hadn't updated. Okay? The one I showed you guys last night, remember the one I said looked like it peeled back the surface of the sun? That's exactly what it was doing. That was fire, not really fire, but plasma just going across the whole surface of the sun. That's what that was. And it's because of the way, and it happened right at the eruption point where this filament busted off. So, yeah. Yeah, Michael. That definitely could be Wayne. Wayne could be having headaches because of that. It definitely is a possibility from all the solar weather we've been having the past couple days, or space weather. Guys, it does directly affect our health. Okay, people, the comment that was made there earlier that got deleted, that we have space weather every day. Yeah, we do. But sometimes the intensification of that space weather causes issues. And that's why we're here, and that's why we're talking about it. And we're not talking about just whatever everyday stuff. This doesn't happen every day. And you guys know I'm completely bluntly honest with you guys. If I don't think it's a big deal, I'm not going to make a big deal about it. This could end up being more than what we've seen in quite some time. And the reason being is there's more than just this one. And I'll show it to you guys here in a second. It destabilized that whole side of the sun. And you can clearly see it. And I'll show it to you guys here in just a second. Because it erupted more than once. This one ejected, and then on the northern hemisphere of the sun, we had some other ejections shortly after. And they're all coming our way. At least our general direction. So now the initial numbers on this particular one here, and for those that don't know what you're looking at, I guess I should explain what you're looking at here. This is a CME tracker, coronal mass ejection tracker, and this is NASA's model. Now, this is the sun, that's the Earth, and this is stereo A. Okay, that's a satellite we look at often. This is a top-down view of our inner solar system, because you can see Mercury here, you can see Venus, you can see Mars is out here, and a couple of the other satellites they've got plotted here. Parker SP, most of us know what that one is. That's the one that went out and kissed the sun. They're trying to figure out why the corona is more hotter than the surface, and they're getting some good data, and that's what's happening there. But that's some really interesting stuff to look at. But this is a side view, okay? And this one over here is our orbital line around the sun stretched out in a straight line. Okay, so what this is doing is it's giving us a depth perception. These are all one-dimensional models, and we're looking at three-dimensional stuff. So you have to have these different axis points to look at. If you don't, you can't get a correct direction of what this is, trying to represent. So even though sometimes you can look at this top-down view and it'll look like it's going to hit us, right? Well, if that's all you looked at, you could be wrong. Because if you go here and look at the side, if it went way south, it wouldn't hit us. But yet it would still look like it was hitting us over here. So, it's hitting us here, it's hitting us here, and it's hitting us here. And you can see how fast the thing is moving. It's moving quite fast. It's not moving like at breakneck speed, but it's moving at a good clip. Okay? It's not, this is not a chump. And, I've been talking about that, how we see geomagnetic storms 1,700 times in an 11-year cycle. Okay? Well, this isn't, number one, this is not a geomagnetic storm. This is a filament that released. And then we had other stuff behind it. You can kind of see it split into two right here. You see right there? As it gets past Earth. Now, it looks as though the most intense parts, at least according to NASA, are kind of on the flanks of it. Now, I don't know if I would trust that 100%, but, it's just the direction that this is coming out. Now, this model will not change, okay? If they get more data in, they will not change this model. They don't do that on the NASA model. Now, on the Enlil spiral, and I'll show you that one, that is NOAA's prediction model. And what was strange about that one is, I showed it to you guys yesterday. Let me go there again. This one, okay? And if you remember, it had like a really stiff spike right here at stereo A, remember? Since then, that's gone. Plus, all this stuff here really isn't that elevated. So, you got the NASA model and the NOAA model, they're kind of, they're not agreeing. So I don't know what, exactly is going to be the outcome of what we're seeing here. But I can say for sure that, with us being in the middle of a geomagnetic storm, because we really are, or at least space weather, elevated conditions, at the very least, okay? You can tell that by right here. We've been at these conditions now for a couple days. We stayed at a 4 at a KP, flirting with, a G1 storm level for almost a day. Now we kind of dropped back down a little bit, and then we're kind of peaking back up. Now I do look for this to kind of go back up. And listen, we were just talking about the perfect storm for a coronal mass ejection, right? What would make perfect conditions to really hit us real hard? Well, that would be one CME hits us that really isn't the main problem, but then you have one right behind it that fired off that was big, and the one in front of it kind of paves the way. Well, we're kind of seeing a little bit of that with this elevated space weather. So it could actually help intensify this CME, or it could actually do the reverse. It just depends on what happens and the timing on all of it. So, there's no way for any of us, and I mean any of us, to say 100% what's going to happen with this. Okay? I can just tell you my opinion and show you the observation, and we can go from there. But, this is NOAA and NASA. Their two models are not agreeing with each other right now. So I don't know what's up with that. They oftentimes do disagree. So, and it's just the model and the parameters that they use. Now, if you look at this, we go out 2 or 3 days on the KP here. There's nothing. They're not showing hardly anything here. All right. So, I'm wondering, what they're going to show here on the 24th. We'll wait till tomorrow to see. But also something here, guys. You see this right here, this little drop out in the X-ray? We look at the X-rays for what? Solar flares, right? When you get a solar flare, it hits us in about 8 minutes, the X-rays do. And we'll see a big spike here, CM, X-class flare, however strong it is. But this one dropped out. Well, it dropped out right when that filament released. Okay, so, it really made conditions geomagnetically. It had nothing to do with any kind of X-ray. Matter of fact, it may have, kind of dropped all that a little bit. And it's what it looks like it did. We do see that sometimes. I will say that. So, but, again, I'm not going to show you this ACE model anymore. We're going to go look at Discover here in a minute. But check this out. Actually, I'm just going to pull them up on this one. I wasn't going to really do all that. But, here's the Aurora Forecast, guys. This is what's happening right now. This is conditions at our planet right now. So this has nothing to do with the CME stuff here. Okay, this is from the Coronal hole stream. See how it died off right there, and now it's peaking back up because we're getting back into that stream again. We kind of died off for a minute, and now it's coming back on again. Okay, so that's kind of what we're going to look at, and it's going to matter. It's going to matter the timing on how fast this CME stuff is moving. Because I can definitely tell you for 100% sure, we got holes, okay? I mean, they're obviously there. We got, space weather that's not going to slow down for any time soon. And, I look for the coronal holes is really the bigger story until we get to the CME stuff, right? Now, I'll just grab this and I'll show you the CMEs and stuff here on the 211, and I'll show it to you on the other ones too. But I want to show it to you here because you can see it really well. On all sides. Okay. Now this right here is let's go to the most current. This is what the sun looks like right now. Okay. What you're going to notice, obviously, the southern hole here. Now you guys see this. Looks like a deep canyon. That's where that filament released off at, and that's where all that plasma just kind of went across the surface of the sun. And when it did so, it looks like it destabilized quite a few little areas here, because we had an eruption up here and over here shortly after this one happened. So I'll show that to you here in just a second. But it looks like we might have another coronal hole here trying to open up. But we do have some little patchy stuff here. Nothing big though. But whatever wind we were getting from this is still going to hit us for the next couple days. It takes it, roughly 3 to 4 days for it to get here anyway. So, if we went back and looked at the sun 3 days ago, that's probably what the conditions we're getting are from. Now, again, so let me, I'm just going to push play on this and we'll just go up here. So, again, there's the big eruption right there, and then you're going to see it erupt up here too. Boom, boom. Okay, it erupts here and here too. And I'll try to slow it down here. And here's the second one up here. See it? And then it did it over here too at the same time. Now, I know it's kind of, some of that stuff's kind of hard to see, so what I'm going to do here is I'll just do it like this. Oh, shoot. Okay, so if we look right here, I'm going to zoom in even further, I think. So if we, this is where the bigger one happened, and I'm zoomed in real far, so I just want you guys to see it. Okay, you can see it, because the sun tried to recapture a lot of this, but a lot of it left. Okay, you see that? Right? And now watch the whole surface of the sun, right here. That's the fire. That's the plasma. Just it's going out from the eruption points. So I'll back it up and we'll watch it from the beginning there. Okay, that's what it was before. Then we get the eruption. And now watch the surface. Just peels back. Like, it's crazy. It's cool. It's pretty cool. So let me zoom back out a little bit and then we'll go up here and look at these other ones. Because it erupted up here too. So these are going to matter. It ain't something that you can ignore. So you get the bigger eruption, and then this one here erupts after that, shortly after. See it? And what you're seeing there is that's the SDO eclipse. It's just the Earth getting in between the satellite and the sun. Okay, that's all that is. So don't let somebody tell you it's something that's not. But anyway, you can see it here erupting, and this is after the one on the south. But do you notice that this one and this one over here is kind of erupting at the same time? See it? And it all happened right after the big eruption there on the south. So probably what happened was it erupted on the south and it really destabilized the whole front side of the sun. So that's kind of what you're seeing there. You're seeing 3 separate eruptions there. Now, however much of it left the sun on over here, I don't know. You can't really tell because the sun is definitely the background there. But, there was eruptions there. So we'll have to just wait and see if it adds anything extra to it. It's hard to tell what direction they're going. For me, I can't, we can't go look at stereo A right now because we're not getting any data from it. I don't know why, but we're not. So we'll have to just wait on that. But this is definitely something to, we got to pay attention to this one. This isn't something we can just like blow off. You know what I mean? I tend to make things a little bit less than what they are, just because I don't want people to, I don't want to say something that's way over the top and then people freak out and then it doesn't happen. You know what I mean? But something else here too on the end. Watch right here. You see that? that looks like there's another eruption getting ready to start right there. And that could be an emerging sunspot also. But we'll have to wait. Again, we got to wait for, till we get the data to look at it. But it does look like a smaller little eruption happening right there. So let's go look at the eruption on the 304 over here, because this is really where it stands out really well. Here's the big filament, obviously. Well, I say obviously, and sometimes it's hard to see. But you can see the dark shadow area, right? And this really shows it, the plasma peeling across the surface here too. So this watching this general direction. See that? I called it plasma rain yesterday. That's kind of what it was. And then you can definitely see the surface, the plasma just peeling back here on the surface. So I'll back it up. It erupts. And then watch it peel. See that? This is nuts. I don't want to call it nuts. It's cool. When I say nuts like that, I'm saying something's pretty cool. Cool looking, I should say. Let's see if we can't see the other eruptions up here. We might be able to. Yeah, there it was a little bit. But do you see this other big finger out here? That one released off also. But I think that one went towards the backside of the sun. It's going the opposite direction. So, yeah, I mean, I guess there's not much more to say on that. I mean, that's what you're going to see, and that's what we're going to be looking at for the next few days. We're going to have to wait and see how strong it's going to be, because there's absolutely no way for me to tell you 100% how strong something's going to be. And I know a lot of you guys are probably asking, what's that mean for us here? Well, we'll go over that in just a second. Let me see what kind of action we got going on here. This is the 171. Now, did you guys see that? There was another eruption down here. So the sun's definitely, it's agitated. It's starting to wake up some more again. Finally. Hey, Menacing, what's up? Ain't seen you in a minute. Good to see you. So you can see those, that's popping off there on the bottom. And again, that's probably not coming at us. That's actually, looks like, to me, if you're judging by angle, that's probably going to our right, which would be to our east. Well, it's actually west if you're going to go off of space direction. It's kind of opposite, guys, in case you guys didn't know that. If you ever hear me say the west limb of the sun, that is the right side, not the left. And if I say east, I'm talking about the left. It's backwards when you're talking about the sun. So, yeah. Alright. So, obviously I showed you guys this already. Here's our latest magnetopause models. And obviously we're still getting solar weather, guys. I mean, you can see it here. We're getting elevated solar wind. The red colors mean things are moving faster. And here's the density, and then obviously everybody understands what pressure is. That's why I like showing it to you guys. Because see how it kind of backed off because we kind of slowed down for a minute? Now watch what happens. It's starting to build again. It's because we're starting to get more solar wind. And here it's closer to the end of this model here, you're going to see it. See that? See how the pressure's building again? Okay, so we go from that, within just a couple hours, we're back to that. Alright, now it's not like a massive change, but that is a significant amount of extra pressure. And all it is, it's indicating that we are getting elevated solar wind again. You can tell that by this too. Because if we go back here to the beginning, you see how the density here kind of got a little bit lower. And then as we started getting hit again, what happened? Well, density increased again. And what I just showed you guys with the Aurora is showing you the same thing. Okay, this is all confirming each other. That's why I show it to you guys. See how we were getting solar wind, then it died off, and then we started getting it again, and this is what happens. Okay, so this is all pointing and this showing you that what this is showing us here is correct. That's what this is all doing. It's saying that yes, this data here is correct. Everything is pointing to exactly what this is showing us. So that's why I show it to you guys the way that I do, because it just confirms each other, and it's easy to understand too. I hope you guys get that. Now again, this is the Discover model, and this is the one I'm going to be using from now on instead of because people kept asking me about it. This instead of using the ACE data here. This is the older model, okay? You're still getting the same data here. It's from the Discover and not the ACE. That's the difference, okay? But you can definitely see, we kind of get into the -6 here on the BZ. That's where the purple is behind here. When we get -6 or bigger on the BZ, that means the angle's right for the solar weather or the space weather to actually get into our system easier, and it pushes our geomagnetism up. Okay, it makes things more intense. Now the phi angle is the polarity of the solar wind itself. It looks like it flipped a couple times today, back and forth. It does that. Every time it does, you get a little jerk on our magnetism here on our planet. Sometimes it can actually push us in the storm level if it's hard enough. That happens. But then you get the density here, okay? And now 4 is normal. We don't even get below like 6 or 7 here, okay? Now this isn't like extreme amount of density, but it is elevated, okay? We're looking at 13 here right now. You've seen another uptick here. So what's happened is we probably exited that coronal hole string, the holes that I was showing you guys there for a few days, and we're now back into another string. That's what's happening here. So we're now getting weather again from the coronal holes. Now, this is all the reason why this could end up being something a little bit more than what we've been seeing is because we're getting all this stuff, guys, and then we're going to get that. Okay? So we've already got a lot of geomagnetism hanging around. And what it could do is, it definitely could add to it. But also, I want to point out that sometimes when this happens like this, that actually will make things a little bit weaker. It just depends on the angle. It depends on the timing of everything. And, it just depends on what day, what part of the earth is facing the sun when this hits. Because, like I said before, our magnetic field is not a complete even sheet around our planet. There are cracks. There are difference of intensities around the whole planet. It's not as thick in certain areas as it is in others. There's cracks. There's anomalies. The South Atlantic anomaly, I talk about that quite often. Okay, that's down there in the South Atlantic, obviously. And the magnetism is not the same as it is on the rest of the planets, on the rest of the planet. And that's why. Okay? So it does matter what part of the earth is facing the sun when this thing hits us. So the timing is very important. Very important. And because it can have a really direct impact on the BZ. And like I've said before, the BZ really controls how hard something hits us. That's the angle of which it hits us. So if it's not correct, it could actually help block it. It could fill in cracks. It could do all kinds of stuff like that. So, I just want to point that out. I don't want anybody jumping off saying that this is going to be some big some big like G5 storm, because I don't think this is no G5 storm. Okay, I'm going to say that straight up. All right. Hey, Willow, what's up? See you, Tranquility. Good to see you, Robert Paul. Hey. But yeah, I don't think this is going to be like that. Now, do I think it's going to push us up into storm level? If it hits like it shows it's going to hit, yes, I think it will. Okay? Do I think it's going to get to a G1, a G2, or a G3? You know, I can't really say. I will say that, you know, if I had to give like a range here, I would say anywhere between probably a G1, top end, maybe G2, maybe a low G3, if it hits us like perfectly. But, you know, and at those levels, what are we looking at? Well, like I showed you guys before on this, here's a G1, not much, okay? Uptick in earthquakes and auroras. That's pretty much what most people are going to go to, okay? And again, they happen about 1,700 times in an 11-year cycle. And then, if you want... What the heck, man? Wonder why it ain't letting me do that. That's stupid. That's crazy. Anyway, G2, you're not going to get much more than that. At G3, you're going to start seeing some surface charging on some satellites. You're going to start seeing, you know, certain issues with the electrical grid. You could get some false readings. Hey, Ricky, what's up? Jeremiah, what's happening? But, you know, it's stuff like that. Hey, Della, what's happening? Bob Dobbs in the house. But listen, guys, I mean, even a G3, yes, we could see some issues with that, especially if you're living up towards the poles. The closer you are to the poles, the harder this stuff hits you. All right? So that's just a rule of thumb. Now, again, you got a G1 here. Now, this happens all the time, guys. But, like I said, when we're getting stuff like this, it's hard to predict how hard this thing is going to hit us. There's so many variables. You got to remember there's 93 million miles between us and the sun. So, just saying. Oh, making predictions. What'd you say there? There will be a major earthquake in California in 2 or 3 days. Remember I told you it will cripple California dams, break fires, and will be everywhere. It will look like end times. Oh wow, that's a big prediction. Yeah. So again, guys, listen. You guys, I want to show you observation. You guys make up your own mind. I don't point people one way or the other. You guys know that. That's something I won't do, is predict like that. That's just not what I do. Other people will, and a lot of times people are correct. My philosophy on setting dates or anything like that is you're only right the one time. All your other predictions are wrong except for the one time that you're right. And that's just something I'm not willing to do. I'm not going to do that to you guys, because for me, having a platform like I have, it's irresponsible for me to jump out here and tell you that even if I thought something like that could possibly... Now, if I was 100% on something and I thought it was really going to be bad, you can bet your butt I'm going to come on here and give you guys some sort of a warning, okay? But, you know, setting dates like months in advance and stuff like that, years in advance like a lot of people do, you'll notice that everybody just keeps moving the goalpost. And I'm not saying that's what they're doing here, okay? I don't even know who Wilson Center is. You know, and again, people are allowed their opinion. That's why you guys are able to say it over here. And you can say that, as long as it's respectful and everything. I get it. But for me, I don't do stuff like that, and I just told you why. So I hope you guys understand that. Because people ask me, I want to know your opinion. Well, I can give you my opinion, but it's just my opinion. You know what I mean? So I just want you guys to kind of understand that. Most of you do. That's been here for a minute. And, you know, I got the best subscribers and the best subs in the world. The best mod team. You guys are awesome. Every one of you guys. So, you know what I mean? But yeah. So, again, I don't know. Again, I don't know where else to go with this, guys. I don't have much more to show you on this CME stuff. What I will say, well, I guess what we could do, because I did want to look at this anyway. Let's look at Lasco C2 real quick, because Seeds is not updating right now. I don't know why. I have no idea why. Stereo A and Soho is not updating on Seeds. Now, we can still look at the data here. It's not missing. If you go to another channel, and you guys probably know who I'm talking about, they're going to look at this thing, and they're going to say, oh, God, it's missing time. And they're not even going to the other sites where the data's still there. They're already incorrect when they say the data's missing. So, don't fall for that one. The data's only missing when you can't go find it somewhere else. Nah, John, I didn't, it has been cloudy here. Love you, Sig. You the man, brother. Man. Hey, Russell, what's up? Good to see you in here, buddy. I'm just going back through and reading this, guys. Sorry. Got a little quiet there. Yeah, Sig dropped my PayPal link in there, guys. If you guys want to help me out, it's there. I appreciate it, guys. It's not expected, but it's always appreciated. Love you guys. You guys help me out more than you could ever know. I never expected any of that when I came to YouTube. I really didn't. Anybody that's been with me for a while knows that. Hey, Pam, what's up? Tulika, hey, what's happening? Oh, well, thank you, Brenda. I appreciate that. Taylor, what's happening? Mr. Goody, what's happening? Yeah, I think I showed that yesterday, guys. I think that was the tail of a comet or a meteor or something. I'm not really sure. I haven't really looked at that today. But we'll take a look at that here in just a second, guys. But okay, so this is what I want to show you guys. Now look, there's the one that happened on the 20th, off to the right. You see it? Then we get that one. Boom. Okay. What time did this filament happen? You guys see this? Look. So this filament happened at the same time as we've seen this. So this eruption right here is this filament erupting. See that? But look what happens. We get that one, and then we get this one. Okay, so we've got two of them. And that's what I'm trying to show you guys here. So if we go look at the 21st early on in the day, we'll go over here and we're going to look at this one. We'll go ahead and look at this one early on in the day. What I'll do is I'll just hit the update button there. This one actually will show it, or will it? Nope, too far. Let's go. What time did that happen? Right around 9-ish. Okay. Let's do this. Apply. Okay. Let's see here. Does this one load yet? Nope, not yet. We can look at Lasco C3 and show you guys that what looks to be the tail of that meteor. I'm not sure if that's what that is though or not, guys, because I think if we look at even looking at this, it actually could be Mercury. Okay, it could be hanging out right there because that's kind of what it looks like to me. But it could be something different. I'm not 100%. I haven't researched it yet. I do think though. I mean Mercury, because that the satellite we're looking at there is right out in front of us. Okay, so Mercury would be hanging out right there. And that does look kind of like, you know, if you look at this, it's starting to show a planet signature here. So I don't know. It does look to be Mercury to me, but that's just my opinion. Again, I could be wrong. But let's look at this second one here. Man, I didn't go back far enough there. Daggone it. Wow. Okay, I'll go back again. Let's go back some more. Alright, so we can look at this one anyway. Okay, you see this up here? That's that second one. Now, you can definitely see an angle there. It is definitely blowing, at least at stereo A, or in between us and stereo A. That's what that looks like to me. So that's something entirely different than what I was showing you guys here. This is not that second eruption. Okay? Because the timestamp starts at 20. So you got to understand that. Alright? So this one right here is actually a second eruption. And it's that one that was hanging out right there. You see it? Remember the finger I showed you guys that was kind of sticking out there? Let's bring it back here. You can see it start to release, and finally it does. And so that's why we're seeing... actually, I can run this model too. If I start getting some lag, guys, let me know, because sometimes when I run a bunch of movies at the same time, it will it'll slow everything down, start dropping frames. Let's go back to LASCO C2 here. And so yeah, so we got the one to the right that happened on, you know, late in the day, on about midday on the 19th. And then we get the big one on the 20th right there. Boom, you can definitely tell it's the biggest one because you get like a half halo out of it. All right, and then we get a second one. Bam. Okay, and that one doesn't look to be no chump either. So, you know, if we get hit by both of those, you know, I don't know. I don't even know what to say to that. It's happened before. I mean, it wouldn't be like catastrophic or nothing, but it definitely would add stuff to it. So this is a more zoomed out view, guys, of LASCO C2. This is LASCO C3. It's in the exact same position. It's just got a zoomed out view. Okay, so you get that, and then that's the big one there on the left, and then you get that one. Okay, so, and again, we got to remember we're only getting one perspective. We're looking dead on at the sun. So anything that's going off to the left here, it could be coming this way, or it could be going that way. But we know the CME tracker is already showing us this big one. Okay. I need to learn how to read the data and look at the angles and see if it's coming at us or not. I've not dug into the research that much yet on that. That would probably take some math knowledge to be able to do that. And I mean, it's not like I can't do that. I just have to teach myself. But you got that, the big one there, and then there's the second one. Now, just judging on the outside here, it doesn't look like this thing's going towards the back, just by looking at this. Okay? It does look like it's angling our direction. And something else I want to say, when this one erupted, this sunspot here was looking like it was trying to erupt at the same time again. See it? So, you know, the sun is really agitated right now. Time on what? What you want, Kathy? What time you want there? Not sure what you mean there. Mods might be able to help me out on that. But you're also seeing other filaments and stuff here kind of flipping around there. So, you know, the sun is, you know, even though we don't have a whole lot of sunspots, and I've said this before, you can have a CME, you can have flares, you can have all of that without any sunspot at all. I have not heard from Teresa E-Rock. I wasn't trying to bring it up because I don't know what's happened yet, guys. Kool-Aid, is it a sunspot or a coronal hole? This here is a sunspot. Okay, the bright area. The coronal holes are these. Okay? Yeah, no, I'm not afraid to talk about it, guys. It's not that. I just wasn't sure. I haven't heard from Teresa in a good time, guys. So we need to be praying for her for sure. Yeah, she's in hospice, and I haven't heard from her in over 2 weeks. So I don't know. Yeah. If anybody at all hears from her, please let us know. But anyway, yeah, so you got that going on there. I don't know exactly, you know, so that second one, guys, that second big eruption there, we'll have to get a direction on that, okay, because the CME tracker has not updated for that one yet. All right, because it starts on the 20th. I'm not sure exactly what time, but it probably starts when that first one blew off. Okay. So yeah, we got to pray for Teresa, guys. Yeah. I mean, just to be honest, guys. I mean, she is in hospice. Okay, we all know what that means. It's just I haven't heard from her at all, and yeah. So, yeah. Let's see here. See if I need to show you. Oh, here's the geoelectric field model, guys. This is the space weather's effect on our electrical grid. I'm just going to pause it. You're going to see a little lag time, and you're going to see it get busy again. That's because we started entering that other, another coronal hole stream. So, yep. Exactly, guys. Exactly. Thank you for that in there. It's awesome. Yeah. So, you know, here's the auroras again. Let's just update that and see what we got. Now, what this does is, this actually predicts out a half hour. I know it sounds ridiculous, but you can't really predict much more than that when you're talking about aurora, because you really got to have some pretty precise readings to know when that's going to be bad or when it's going to be intense. Auroras are always cool. I mean, but it definitely looks like it's going to be an intense night for aurora. I bet the aurora photographers are probably loving that. Let's look at earthquakes real quick. I haven't shown you guys that yet either. Again, well, there's one up here in, wow, up north of Maine, northeast of Maine in Canada. That's a 2.5 or bigger. That's a 2.5. So if we back out, we're not seeing any like huge ones. We seen this one yesterday. I showed you guys this one. We do get earthquakes there from time to time. We talked about that already. You know, we had the one out here in Cascadia that we spoke about also. That's actually that's not the biggest one. We had it was over a 4. So yeah, I mean there's stuff happening, guys, and is space weather involved? I think so. It does add stuff to it. It's not what's causing everything, but it's adding to it. That's what I would say to that. So again, there you go, guys. I don't know what else to say or show you when it comes to this. I don't have a whole lot more to add here. I don't want to add anything anyway, but did you get to see that shooting star making a turn? I left a community tab, I think, under your last... I'm not sure, VW. I don't think I've seen it. Was it on a satellite or was it on a... Yeah, Wilson, that's definitely, yeah. I mean, I don't know that I would let it scare you, but I would definitely be... yeah, if you're living out there in Oregon, you have to pay attention to Cascadia. You would be ridiculous if you didn't. I agree with you there. I said it many times here, guys. When Cascadia goes, the whole West Coast gets redefined. Thanks, Sig, brother. Appreciate it. So, yeah. Hey, Barb. What's happening? Amy in the house. Karen, there you go. But, yeah. Jeremiah. That's right. Becky, hey. What's happening? Oh, Amy, you got Aunt sick, too? Oh, okay. Pray for her, too. Sorry. Hey, Nacho. What's up? I ain't seen my boy Axe. Is he in here? It's okay if he's not. I just hope everybody's all right. Hilly. So yeah, guys. You guys got any questions for me? Pop them in there real quick. What I will do here. Let's do this real quick. Go to my channel. Yeah, so I don't know what time Mark's going live tonight. But, guys, Hilly's got a channel, too. I'm going to show you guys Hilly's channel. I ain't shown Hilly's in a while. Here's his channel. Guys, he does Bible studies all the time on Saturdays. You guys should be checking him out. He does an awesome job. Awesome job. I mean, it's a good family over here, guys. If there's one person in here I know that cares about all of us, it's this man right here. He's been my friend for years now. We met over at Texas News Station, gosh, years ago now, and yeah, kept in contact, and it's he's a good man. So there is his link to his channel. Check him out, guys. Anybody wants a good Bible study, go there, please. Support. We got to support each other. You know what I mean? And obviously, we got a lot of people here. Guys, I wish I could show everybody all the time. I really do. I know Wayne's down here. Here's Wayne. Wayne, I don't think Wayne's live right now. But here's Wayne's channel. We'll go here. I'll give you a link to his latest live stream. And guys, like I said before, I'm not going to show anybody's channel that I don't support. Okay? I won't take you to the people that I think are butt heads. But you guys can look at my subscription list here, and you're going to see people on there that you probably think I wouldn't have be subscribed to. Okay? And the reason being is because they've either had bad stuff to say about me or anything like that. But that doesn't bother me, because there's still good information to be found on those channels. But I won't, if somebody's going to be a butthead to me, I'm not going to promote their channel. I mean, that'd be ridiculous. But here's Axe's channel. Nacho's his wife. She's in here right now. Guys, they crack me up. They got good music over here. They're funny. I mean, look at this. The cringiest. There's Nacho right there. You guys need to go over and check them out. It cracks me up. Here you go. There's the link. Go over and check out these. That's the cringiest of all cringe for TikTok. It's funny. You guys need to go over and check it out. Okay, so then we'll go down here and well, we'll do Ron real quick, and then I'll show you guys Mark's channel real quick again. Scott should be back here in the next month or so too. He's trying to get back online, guys. Okay. He's just so busy trying to take care of Claudia and everybody else that's going on in his life. So, that's coming. But here's Ron over at Emergency Management Associates. Guys, you guys need to go, he's live right now. You guys should go give him a love bomb from Wages World. Got to support, guys. That man he's dedicated. So dedicated. He's passionate about all that. He really is. Earthquake stuff and preparedness. He really cares. So do me a favor. When we get off here, go show him a love bomb real quick from Wages World. Tell him Wages World sent you. Give him some subscriptions. Throw him a like. Be doing me a favor. And him and everybody else in the community. But as soon as Mark goes live, I don't think he's live right now. Nope. I'll be over here in his chat. This is, guys, if you guys want a good time, if you guys want just good positive energy, just to hang out and unwind, here it is. Okay? I mean, here it is. That's all I can say.
We can't gain the truth, we can't get a simple truth. Everyone is lying and they're trying to gaslight you. So will you take the bait, or will you just pass it by?
That's what you're going to get. He's a great musician. He's a great celebrity impressionist. He does great stuff with the green screen. You guys probably pretty much know who he is, but I still want to, show him some love and keep pushing people over there. It's important to me. So, I really hope everybody checks out those channels. Go give Ron a love bomb real quick. And come hang out at Mark's later on. I'll be in the chat if you guys want to come over there. So, I am going to go ahead and call it a day on this one, guys. So, let's see here. Check it out. You will be, well, okay. I'll check it out. VW. Cool. Anyway, guys, God bless. Yahusha saves, and you can drink this.